This would be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Glad to have you with us from the original Cotton Bowl located on the fairgrounds in the heart of Dallas, Texas. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the LSU Tigers, taking on a team from the ACC, the Duke Blue Devils. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Blue Devils will boot it away to start the game. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Makes a move. He's on the loose. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They will get him. It's a touchdown. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space. Great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you can see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
How about that for aggressive? You march down the field, you score a touchdown on the opening drive of the game, and you go for 2, and it all is gravy. 8-0 early.
He'll bring it out. It's Moore. He stopped at the 23. Couple of yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. The short hands, it's Anthony. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Let's see what they've got on second down. They'll move the wide receiver. Second down, they'll go to the air. Caught close to the marker, it's Brown. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Catch in the middle, it's King. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
They turn to the passing game on third and short. Throwing on the run. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets them a first at the 29. The Blue Devils are rolling down the field. To the air on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, no secret, this guy was a big part of their key to success. Already 2 catches on the opening drive, and they go back to him again. This time the defense is in better position, and they force the incompletion.
Looking to fire. Caught over the middle. It's King. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit. Let's keep going.
This defense makes a play, stopping him well short, and it'll be 4th down from the 24.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. He's out past the 35. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon, and you're seeing that here early.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Gets rid of it. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
And as an offense, you've got such a special talent playing QB. You've got to do a better job protecting him. If you can let this guy set his feet, he can light this defense up.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Might be changing the route. 2nd down, he'll throw it. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Got it! And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
Well, as a defense, you know you're going to see the go route, especially against this guy. He does it to defenses, it seems, every single week, and so they're not able to get back deep enough. They get run by, he makes the catch, and then runs it into the end zone. They're going to have to change up their coverage and get some safety help up over the top, because this guy's speed is a problem.
Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish the drive with a 64-yard scoring toss. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Moore. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He's got him. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws right in those holes. Get those 1st downs. Get those big chunks.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Well, you're seeing a complete effort right now by this football team. Their offense has been doing their part, scoring points. They've got a big lead, and the defense right now is just shutting the opponent out. So good against the run and so athletic, and they have the ability to rush the passer. As you saw right there, getting the sack. We're only in the 1st quarter, but they're right now winning this game in all 3 phases.
And the Blue Devils are facing 3rd and inches. Good timing on the quick out. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
Well, in that down of business, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
That's a throw the QB would like to have back. He just has to do a better job giving his receiver a chance to make a catch.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Off the RPO, complete. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
Yeah, nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
They've got a first down here to open the period. Off-play action on first down. He'll take a shot. He's got it. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
And, man, it has got to be so rewarding as an offensive coordinator when your play call perfectly counters the defense's call, and that's exactly what we saw there. That play targeted the coverage's biggest weak spot.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Blue Devils. After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into it.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. And this was step one for getting them back in the ballgame.
Lining up for the PAT. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So an 82-yard drive there. And they finish it off with the score from the 4. So after getting into the end zone in that last drive, they're set to kick it away. Coming out with it, it's Thomas. He gets a block. Got a little room. There he goes. Open it up. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, LSU. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously you got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
He's got it. Two-point try is good as they build on this lead. You get a return like that, and it can't just be the guy with the ball who's right. Everybody has to do a job, and they did that in brilliant fashion on that one. He'll bring it out. It's Jones. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Going for it all. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
On third down, going up top. That's reeled in. It's Brown. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense, they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go, makes the grab, past the marker. Out across the 30, steps out of bounds at the 31-yard line as they try to put something together.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Good job running top and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single...
Kearney on the Jets. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. Once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. Not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the right. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. What a nice connection. Knocked down immediately, and they've got it at the 25. The Blue Devils will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field, and nowadays you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
And the Blue Devils had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on here in the second half.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Leaves it with the running back. And boy, is he close to that first down. Maybe just a couple of inches short. The offense stays on the field. They just have inches to go on 4th down. He'll sneak it. This offense needs a little something to feel good about going to halftime. A chance to chip away here on 1st and goal. Quarterback sneak, looking to eke out a few yards. Defense falls on the ball. Going
Man, what a great job by the defense. You know, on short yardage situations like this, they can run the QB sneak. You're diving, getting as many bodies around the court as you can, and it's just gravy when you can force a fumble and recover in that type of situation.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Wide receiver comes in motion. Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. That internal clock just didn't move fast enough, and they get him for a safety. They'll get set for the free kick after the safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
Get it down to the 28-yard line. It is a first down, and they have to show some urgency here. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. Powers through the defender. And he showed off that stiff arm for a nice pickup on the play. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Man, and we're seeing the tight end used more and more in the passing game. You see him moving inside. You see him moving outside. You see him moving in the box to block people. So here they put him in the slot and just have a nice little pitch and catch session.
They're looking to throw on second and short. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down.
A shot toward the end zone. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Gonna sling it on second down. Throws toward the end zone. He can haul it in, incomplete. They took a shot, but that's how we'll wrap up the half. So that's going to do it here in the first half. Stay tuned for the halftime break. They want to get the ball back right now, lining up for an onside kick to start the second half. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
So now it's second and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. downfield. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
Great job by the quarterback throwing against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
That's a great play by the defense. They've got the lead by a lot here in the third quarter, and the offense is trying to run at them, and they just completely blew that thing up. Big tackle for loss. They've now put him in an obvious passing situation. Expect him to
throw to the end zone, picked off. He's brought down. A short return to the defense comes out on top of the pick.
QBs have to understand, when I'm throwing against zones, I got to manipulate guys with my eyes. I might have to look one direction to create an opening to throw that ball or zip that ball in. I got to use touch. It's really hard when all eyes are on me, and you can tell the quarterback was not ready and did not make a good throw.
Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. The Tigers in a good spot here with second and short. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They'll run play action. Here's the pressure. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down.
And that's a play on third down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback, giving him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
Fourth down, and they've got to get it to the next time zone, but the offense is going to stay on the field on fourth down. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field.
Man, that's a rough outcome. I get it. I want to try to be aggressive, but backed up in your own territory, aggressive, and you fail, now you set the other team up for almost automatic points.
And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Quarterback on the move, still looking. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble, but couldn't create anything there.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not.
Touchdown, Duke! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well and not give back that last score. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking downfield, it's Nussmeier. Grabbed over the middle, it's Brown. try to put together a scoring drive. Looking downfield on first down. That's caught. It's Brown. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. Good job by the receiver there, not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw in the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of the...
There he goes! And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. He'll just throw it away, and it'll be 4th down.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Complete out of the backfield. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Really good coverage by this defense. They were aware of everyone on the field, and including the running back. A lot of times those guys get lost in the shuffle, but they saw him. They knew the ball was going to him. They braked on it, did a good job, and got in his face just enough to cause him to lose some focus and drop that football.
Well, this tight end is so athletic that at times they'll line him up in different parts of the field. That time he was in the slot. Nice job running the route, finding the open space in the defense for the completion.
To the air on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to it. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the defense.
Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. Wants to go up top. A strike downfield. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Moving away from pressure. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
Steps away to find some room. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact. They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Finds his big tight end. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Back to pass. Catch in the middle. It's Anthony. Knocked down at the 6, but that completion will set up a 1st and goal.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, you set it down.
And he rolls into the house.
They have a lot faith in this running back, knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Finds his big tight end. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Duke! Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
He barges his way into the end zone for the 2, and we are locked up here in the 4th. We've got a dandy going here, all tied up in the 4th quarter and about to kick it away. The returner will field it and bring it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Quarterback may change this route. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. Makes the grab inside the 30. Touchdown, Tiger! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
Man, it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
Curious call here as they line up for an onside kick with the lead in a 1-possession game in the 4th. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Kane. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
And off from the shotgun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at him. There's
intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
Some defensive players just have a name. I've played with guys throughout the course of my career that you can't coach it. It's not speed. It's not strength. It's literally, I know when to break on the football, how to go get it, and how to pull it in. It's just a knack.
They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Lost one deep down the right side. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, they're not able to hook up there, but considering this guy already has 2 touchdown catches in this game, now the offensive coordinator is dialing up more passes his way. And you know the quarterback, he's got like a sonar on him. He's always aware of where he is, and I like the idea. I'm going to keep throwing this guy the football and see if...
Breaks the tackle, and he's got room. It's a seam wide open. He's at the 10. This would be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Welcome to Houston, Texas, and Rice Stadium, home to the Owls. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Georgia State Panthers, taking on a team from the American, the Rice Owls. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Rice ready to kick it off and get this game started. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Really disciplined job by... unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Offense in a bunch formation. Brown will throw it. Pressure coming. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
On third down, he drops to throw. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Making side adjustments here. On fourth down, going to the air. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Takes it the other way. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Owls!
You always want to come out and set the tone as a defense. Get a stop, make a punt. How about this? Get the INT and take it back to the house. Way to set the tone for this defense early.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. He'll bring it out. It's Ford. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. They go to the ground. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Brown wants to pass. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
It has been tough sledding for this quarterback here early in the game. He's 0 for 5 right now. I give the defense tons of credit. It's not just good coverage in the back end, and it's not just a good pass rush. They're doing a nice job mixing up their looks coverage-wise. This quarterback looks confused, and that's a big reason why, guys, this offense has not scored a single point so far.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
Got it in the middle. It's Robinson. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way.
Great job by the defense here, forcing the fumble on the wide receiver. Look, understand the ball came out quick. I got to break, get hats to the football, secure the tackle, try to get that football out. Nice turnover, nice hustle by this defense.
Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Sings it complete to the right. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Looking to the big tight end. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
Oh, that hit him in a bad spot, right in the hands. Great play. You still get a pass breakup, but, man, that could have been an interception by the defender there. Nice break on the football. Secure that big fella and get the 6. Get the pick 6.
He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Rice going to work with another 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quick strike complete.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking for a man. It's Jenkins. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Firing to the right, complete. Touchdown, Rice! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Riles. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. His drive will open from the 15. He'll start this drive going to the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Amos. Got room at the 35. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Open a drive like that, it opens a world of possibilities. 1st down from the 43. Wants to throw on 1st down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. To the air, it's Jenkins. Makes the catch, it's Barnett. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down.
Not a lot the defense can do on that one, guys. With this tight end size, he's really difficult to defend on these crossing patterns as he gets downfield.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. He'll take another shot here. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down.
It's been a tale of two drives for this defense early on, right? They came out starting really slow, allowed a touchdown on the opening drive, but they're finally settling in here on this one. Obviously, it wasn't perfect. They did give up one first down.
They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs. This offense has it with really good field position. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Now on second down. The offense changing the play. Brown will throw it. Here's the hit. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
They just have not been able to get this guy going. They've thrown it to him over and over again here in the first quarter, and QB and him just not able to link up. The defense knew that was where...
A shot toward the end zone. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown pass.
one of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch. They've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Gotta love the execution. Not easy to throw down here, but the quarterback made a good read, accurate throw, and they come away with 2 points.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Jackson. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Going right to work up top. With the catch, it's Fall. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Now the defense will try to keep them on this end on 3rd and short from the 21. Back to throw, it's Jenkins. Get it out to the supersonic guy. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
At the 26. Now, 4th down. That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Rice, 13. Georgia State, 8.
And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. Has to get there to move the sticks. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. In their own territory, but completely undaunted as they go for it and make it on 4th down.
And it's crazy. I don't really think you have a second thought anymore. Even in your own side of the field, like, what, I'm going to have bad field position? Nah, I don't really care. We're going to go for it. We're going to play the numbers. We're going to be aggressive.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Got him downfield. At the 45 on its way. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. The Owls are on the move. To the air on 1st down. Quick completion on the out. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. And the Owls, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Georgia State. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
You've got to be so careful as a quarterback throwing over the middle of the field with this linebacker. He is so good in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes. He'll make you pay, and he did right there with that pick 6.
Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. This is ultra aggressive. Still in the first half, got the lead and going for the onside kick.
13.
He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
And you don't see a lot of these. You don't see a lot of onside kicks earlier in the game, especially in the 2nd quarter. You still feel each other out. You're still getting into the game. You don't want to give away that momentum, but that's exactly what they did by failing on that onside kick.
Looking to throw, it's Jenkins. And that one's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Ooh, there's an example, Jesse, of a receiver making his quarterback look bad. Most of the time, they make it look good and cover up for him. All those balls y'all don't throw online, but that would hit him in a pretty good spot. He needs to come down with that one.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Plucks it out of the air. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to throw again. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job at his decision-making.
Brown wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Wants to go up top on first down. Looking down the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9.
Well, this offense has shown you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
Out of the gun, looking to throw. The sweet feet buy a little time. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer.
You love that decision if you're the head coach. You're trying to throw it in the end zone. Nothing's there. Good job by the quarterback, tucking it and running and just getting what he can get.
Quarterback strolling away from heat. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Oh, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They want to get the ball right back here in the first half. They've got the lead and going for the onside kick. They got it, able to recover the onside kick, and they get the offense right back out there. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Brown will throw it. Lets it fly deep downfield. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Finds his man. It's Robinson. Turning it on. Oh, a lot of space. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Georgia State. When that receiver got free, it was, and let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught in the backfield. It's Braswell. And that's a very productive 1st down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. And the Panthers want to pick up the tempo. Quarterback making checks. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Going for it all. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get him. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play just like he did right there for 6 points.
They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
We're only in the first half, and I don't think anybody had onside kick in the second quarter on their bingo card. They were trying to catch the opponent off guard, but it didn't work. Now let's find out what this off.
And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This QB has had a lot of success all day long, throwing for so many touchdowns, looking very comfortable. Finally, the defense gets to him. Finally, the defense gets a win. They needed something to go their way. Got to start getting some more hits on this guy.
It's caught. Makes the grab and a nice gain. Gets it to the 35.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
Brown wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. Touchdown, Georgia State. They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
Makes the grab in the end zone for the 2 as they extend the lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. They already have the lead, and they apparently want more here in the first half, going for the onside kick. And in that scramble, they're going to come out of there with the football, and they get the onside kick and take possession right back. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers. They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
And, man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
Well, head coach obviously decided it was best to go for 2 points right there. They didn't get it, and you just wonder if chasing the points is going to hurt this team later in the game.
They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. They pick up the first down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. They'll start this drive going to the air. Quick completion on the out route. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20.
Nice throw, nice catch, great completion of that out route. Sometimes those quarterbacks, when they see that early, they can make that jump and get that pick six. So those are dangerous routes to throw, but it worked for him there.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary. You saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Jenkins. Buys a little time with his feet. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Into the end zone. Touchdown. Oh! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
And they didn't start this first half the way you wanted to, but at least they're ending on a positive note. At least they're saying, guys, we put a drive together. We scored. We need some plays to go our way, but the offense has got some positive momentum, and that is a great thing going into the half.
19.
Fielded in the end zone, it's 4th. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. He'll start this drive firing. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. Just enough time to get off one more snap. They're looking to pass from the red zone. It's complete to the right. Knocked down at the 6, but that completion will set up a 1st and goal. So that'll do it here in the first half. Stay tuned. Halftime is coming.
42. Rice, 19.
Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
Well, they try to go onside kick, but better job by the hands team falling on the football.
Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. They come into this 3rd quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have.
And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
When you get that quarterback and he starts to leak outside the pocket like that and roll, you roll with him. Those linebackers are supposed to move and shift with him, start to take away the field towards the sideline because think about it. He's not going to throw back across.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Hits him in stride inside the 10. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. They decline the penalty for pass interference, and they'll stand on the results of the play. The Panthers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia State. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And then
This would be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Welcome to Rentschler Field in East Hartford, home to the UConn Huskies. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the California Golden Bears, taking on the UConn Huskies. 48 Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. UConn will deliver the opening kickoff and we'll get this game going. Coming out with it, it's King. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even. Yardage you would have gotten with a touchback. will throw it. Oh, he's going to go up top. And he gets the foot down. It's a catch deep along the left sideline.
I love when you back the defense off of you. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9. The Golden Bears headed quickly to the line. From the gun, running back on the move. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They got the 1st down and plenty more, and now set up with a 1st and goal. And the Golden Bears are on the move. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Bears.
Now, coaches always talk about starting fast and taking that opening drive and really setting the tone for the football game, and that is exactly what they did, and they finish it with a good brand of physicality, running the football, ending the drive, and getting off to the 6-0 start.
And I'm all good for this offense being aggressive. Whatever. It's the first possession. You don't get the 2-point conversion. You still got a lot of time left to make up for it.
They're on it. They recover the onside kick, and they get it right back. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. Always a positive to put up early points, and they'll try to add to this 6-0 edge. Brown wants to pass. Moves around to clear up the vision. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this 1st down.
The play action fake. Deep shot for the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Morris. They bring him down at the 45-yard line, and this defense rises up on 3rd down. Might be calling a hot route. On 4th down, looking to pass. The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
Gonna let it fly. Makes the catch. He gets it in. Touchdown, UConn.
He's just running straight down the field. The thing you got to look at there is the velocity on the throw by the quarterback. He didn't lob it. Got it to him quickly. Put it on his body. He was able to make the catch and then run it in for a touchdown.
Extra point here will give them the lead. And they move on top with the extra point, 7-6. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Brown will throw it. He hurls one deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. High the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
looked to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. If that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs. Great place to start for this offense. Wants to throw on first down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. He's got it and still on his feet. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Well, if you're on defense, I mean, that's the way you want to get this quarterback running. He's right-handed, so get him to go to his left where you expect the accuracy to come way down. If they continue to do that, that's going to work in the defense's favor.
And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Wants to throw. It's Fagnano. He caught it. And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2. How valuable is a tight end in the red area? Now they're set up with a first and goal.
I love it. Find the big fella down in the red area. Big target, works the middle of the field, easier throws. Nice job by this offense, keeping it very simple.
So on offense, you've got to find a way to put 6 up on the board. You know that in this game, field goals may not get it done. So big-time players make big plays in big games. Who can you rely on right now to get you a touchdown?
Going for 6. Touchdown, Huskies! Fired in from the red zone for the score. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Off the play fake on first down. He slings it deep to the left. Makes the grab deep.
What a throw on first down, the first play of the drive. And I think sometimes quarterbacks are given an alert on a specific play. And what that means is maybe the ball was supposed to go to somebody else. But in pre-snap, if the quarterback sees a matchup he likes, he's given the green light to take the shot. And I think that's exactly what happened on that play.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
To the air on second down. Throws to the tight end. Snagged in the middle. It's Morris. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down, get some positive yards.
Bringing the heat. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. They'll try to run for it. They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. The Golden Bears come to the line in the hurry-up. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. question for a while. To the air, it's Fagnano. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
What a play by this defense. You got the offense backed up. You stay aggressive, break on the football, make a big play, and your offense is jacked up inside the 5-yard line with a chance to punch this in and get some points on the board.
Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. And he is going to lose yardage. Nowhere to run as he is forced out of bounds. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. He might want another play. Back to pass on second down. He wants it all. Touchdown, Cal! Quick strike through the air for the score. What a grab and what a quick strike for that offense.
And when I'm an offensive coordinator and I see a short field, I'm thinking attack, attack, attack. Go get that touchdown. Take advantage of what the defense gave you. Great job by the offensive coordinator.
He gets into the end zone, and the two-point conversion ties the game. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. And before they can kick it, the receiving team's going to call a timeout. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw, it's Fagnano. He'll take the deep shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Off the play fake. On the run, still looking. This one's complete. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Really good job when this play went off script, and that's the job of a tight end. Find the soft spot and stay in the quarterback's field of vision.
Yeah, and it's just frustrating to play this kind of style of quarterback. That's always going to extend the play, make it harder on you as a defense. You got to guard longer in the back end, and just did a nice job of getting outside the pocket and getting it to the big fella at tight end.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Wide receiver going in motion. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. This time it's complete. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Look, as an offense, you're always going to take completions over incompletions and interceptions. So the offense, they're able to make that third down a little bit more manageable, but honestly, not very much.
Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Trying to take it back. Smashes through the tackle. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
If you don't have good vision, you're not going to be a middle-of-the-field safety. You got a lot of ground to cover from hash to hash. You better be able to see the quarterback. You better be able to see routes. And
fires deep toward the end zone. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. First play of the drive comes from the 38. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He wants to go deep. And he throws another interception, his third of the night. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And another mistake from this quarterback. That's back-to-back drives now that have resulted in interceptions. He's got to find a way to find something different, get in a better rhythm, start seeing the field better, Palmer, because he's not in a flow right now.
No, David, it looks like he's forcing the football a little bit, maybe trying to make up for that interception he threw on the last drive. But that last...
He lobs one high down the left side. Hits him in stride inside the 10. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3-8. Big throw, catch and run on that one.
And, man, he had nobody around him. That has got to be embarrassing for this defense. When you let someone that deep downfield go completely uncovered.
He wants to throw it. Moving out of the pocket. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Bears!
Speed kills this offense. They've got multiple guys that can burn you. You can see it doesn't take them long to light up the scoreboard.
From the gun. Under fire. Looking, trying to escape, cannot. The sack thwarts the two-point try. This is ultra-aggressive. Still in the first half, got the lead and going for the onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
And everybody's got different philosophies. Some people kick onsides every single time. You go for the big play, try to create some momentum for your team, but they failed. A nice job covering the kick, seeing the football off the kicker's foot, securing it, getting on the ground, and making sure your offense retains the football.
He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Dances away to buy time. He'll get rid of it. He caught it.
Man, that's a tough play to make. When you're that far down the field and you're trying to control your body and run as you're laying out, that's a really great effort, really good concentration, and that is how you make your quarterback look really good.
With the run on 1st and goal. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll throw it. Trying to find the end zone. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
Nice 2nd down defense there that time. It looked like the defense was anticipating the drag route that time. You saw they were able to rally to the ball, get him down on the ground. It now sets up 3rd down in the red zone. Let's see what they do here.
They keep nudging it closer, but now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. Pushes toward the goal line. Touchdown, UConn. And we've got a shootout.
3rd and goal, you're going to turn around and just give it to this guy who just has a nose for the end zone. He's able to find the crease and pay it off for his offense.
Setting up for the extra point that would put them on top. And the extra point puts them on top by 1. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And he's not going to take the touchback. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking to throw on 1st down. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on 1st down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
I know that shot down the field was incomplete, but you got to keep taking shots. Those receivers love to go deep. It gives them a breath of fresh air. They get more excitement. They're going to the quarterback with a little bit more juice because you know you're feeding them. So I would keep taking deep shots down the field.
I expect them after that incompletion to go for it here on 4th down again. I know they're in their own end of the field right now, but we talked to the coaching staff coming into this one. They said, we are going to be aggressive no matter what. We haven't seen the punter in this game yet for them, and I don't think you're going to see him here either.
Unloads to the wideout. He makes a catch.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit and coverage that forces the incompletion.
Gonna look downfield again. He's not afraid to go deep. And he's got it inside the 20. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus.
Well, it's a second catch on the drive, and that's obviously a massive play for this offense. And he's starting to prove to his quarterback here that he's winning his one-on-ones, and he deserves some more looks.
They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Throws to the wideout. And it's caught! Touchdown, Cal!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
They'll go to the air. Fires to the wideout. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. To throw, it's Fagnano. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Quickly out to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. And the Huskies come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a connection. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a 1st down here late in the half. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. UConn comes to the line after getting another 1st down. Under fire. It's caught downfield. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46.
And that's a really good example of why offensive coordinators script plays. You know the down and distance, and you know which routes can get you to the stick. So there's no wasted time. That coordinator...
He'll off one deep down the left side. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He is going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
2nd and 10, he'll throw again. Looking left. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Back to throw, it's Fagnano. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Brings it inside the 10. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense first and goal from the 7. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. He'll set up to throw. Lets it go to the end zone. For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. And the Golden Bears will boot it away to start the second half. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He's got an open man. Wide open spaces. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. Now you got to think they'll really go on the attack. Big play has them set up 1st and 10 from the 48. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Bell. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40.
The offense really struggled in the first half of this game, so it was important coming out of halftime. They were able to generate some momentum and get some rhythm offensively, and right now they look like they have it.
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Husky. And that one will give them the lead.
Man, really nice job attacking the middle of the field. You see those safeties, man, I want to split them. Puts it right down the middle, throws that post, right on the numbers, catches the ball in the end zone, touchdown.
And with the extra point, they have a 2-point lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a pass from 40 yards out. He'll bring it out. It's King. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Wants to adjust the pattern. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Working the middle. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep play deep down the field, but how about the strong hands by that receiver making that catch? He made that look pretty routine. He had that DB draped all over him and still was able to help this offense get positive yards.
That's the type of explosive play you love to start a drive with. First down from the 42. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Wants to fire on second down. Right on the money. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
Now he's going to throw it all the way back across the field. He's got it down the left. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it first and goal.
Thank you very much. That's what the quarterback's thinking on that last play. I think he was even shocked that his receiver was that wide open downfield. He'll take it.
They'll use the running game on first and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the
touchdown, Golden Bears! Fitted in the window for the score. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
I'll tell you, it's tough to complete two-point conversions. Obviously, very small windows to throw into. Couldn't come away with that one. Let's see how that affects the outcome.
That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. UConn going back to work on offense. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. Fires downfield. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
And I know that play broke down. That is one the offense, I think, would like to have back because you practice these type of scramble situations all week long. Quarterback this time flush to his left.
And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, they'll go to the air. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. He makes a grab, and he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Cal!
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. Oh, they're after him. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off.
I love the coverage by the defense right here. Great job getting up in their space. Nothing easy down here for a two-point conversion. The interception was just great.
Not much drives more anxiety. Oh, it's out. First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. He wants to change this route. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Golden Bears! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not one, not two, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back. After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. The UConn offense goes back to work. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Trying play action. Going deep. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy
just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
Well, that's another completion. This quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible job diving out, stretching out, and hauling that pass in? Quarterbacks love it when they don't have to be perfect every time they throw the football. And this group of receivers, they are helping out their QB1.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking downfield, it's Fagnano. He uncorks one deep. Snags it inside the 20. Touchdown, Huskies. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys, and they usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there on that touchdown catch. He's looking to pass. Grab behind the line. It's Edwards. He's not quite going to get there, and the try for 2 fails, and they are unable to cut into this lead any further. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it out. It's Kane. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. Might be changing the route. They'll start this drive with a pass. He hurls one deep down the left side. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up. No big surprise there, right? You're throwing to a guy that already has 3 touchdown catches in the game, so take another shot. Every time he has looked his way, good things have happened, and that's one of the very few times in this game so far where they have not been able to hook up. Caught over the middle. It's Morris. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. To the air on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. Well, this defense knew coming into this one, this offense would take shots. They know they have targets that can fly, push down the field vertically. Nice job in coverage there. Throws for the tight end. Got him, and nobody's close. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. The Golden Bears are flying down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Cal! They wanted it all, and that is exactly what they got.
And it's so underrated, the relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these 2 guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these 2 guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. UConn going back to work on offense. They haven't had a whole lot of production nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far, and if they're going to get back, snags it! Touchdown, UConn! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him. You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive.
On the move from inside his 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Catch inside the 25. Finds some room. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Bears.
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing them go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
I like it. Nice execution. Catch the football. Get it out of your hand. Nice rhythm, nice timing for that two-point conversion.
They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. They're on it, and they get it back for another drive.
And how about it, man? Just aggressiveness. When you've already got the lead, you got a comfortable lead. You're sitting pretty, but this offense, actually this coach says, I want more. I want to get this onside kick, and not only do they try it, they get it.
Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
So now it's 2nd and long. Brown wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Pulls it in. He's loose. Rams him with the stiff arm. A big, explosive play by this offense. And if you want to control the fourth quarter, might as well go in with... What a scene, a spectacle, a cavalcade of dancing lights trying to hype this crowd into a frenzy, and it's working because they know what a huge matchup is in store. Welcome to the Rose Bowl, home to the UCLA Bruins. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the USC Trojans, taking on another team from the Big Ten, the UCLA Bruins. 48 Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Trojans will put toe to leather to crank us up. Fielded in the end zone. It's Robinson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Looking to pass. It's Iamaleava. Scrambling away. Wasting no time taking a shot. There he goes. The 20. Inside the 10. Touchdown, UCLA. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Establishing the run game. Go up top right now. Play one. Be aggressive. You told everybody all week, we're going to come out, we're going to be aggressive. And they are. They take the shot. They get rewarded. One play, one touchdown. What a start.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he's coming out of the end zone. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw on first down. Got a man. It's Lemon. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Second down, he'll throw it. Got his man on the right. Boop, ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. He's loose on the right. The tag. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Trojans. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump-starts the offense.
And, man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
Quick toss. He is denied, and they will not be able to take the lead. They're wasting no time trying to get the ball back. They're going to go for an early onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Man, these coaches talked about being aggressive, and they were. First quarter, you're going with the onside already. I would say it's a little bit careless, a little bit reckless. Onside kicks are not high percentage, but they went for it, they failed, and now let's see how they respond.
Makes the catch. Open space at the 25. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They got it down to the 21. Got it done in the passing game on the last play, and let's see what they do on first down. Give to the running back. And some room to work. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened here.
He's got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Bruins!
And that's his second receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
And the PAT makes it 14-6. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Lemon. Smashes him with the stiff arm. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Quarterback making adjustments. Dropping back, it's Mayava. Looking deep down the right side. Hauls it in down the sideline. Off to the races. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Trojans. Once he got some room, it was over. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
And if you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
Was to pass. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. He just cut into this deficit, and now they're trying to get the ball back early with an onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
He's going up top. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Gets it out quickly. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. The metrics tell you so often, go ahead, go for it on 4th down, and it pays off there.
And that just shows you the head coach's confidence in his quarterback to go out on a critical 4th down and execute.
Grabs it inside the 15, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, UCLA!
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Quarterback may change this route. Back to pass, it's Mayava. Here comes the heat. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. This crosstown rivalry dates back nearly 100 years, guys. The first meeting between the Trojans and the Bruins back in 1929.
Yeah, and every year since, one thing you know, Jesse, is the uniforms are crisp. They are clean. They are so sweet. You know this game means a lot late in the season every year.
This is definitely my favorite uniform game of the year.
He's going to throw deep right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, you make big plays for your quarterback in the game. You catch a touchdown pass, he's going to look your way again, often, downfield like they did right there, but give the defense credit, forcing an incompletion.
For the third straight play, the pass falls incomplete.
And that's the play the defense finally needed, man. They were getting gashed early. First 2 drives, they gave up 2 touchdowns. They knew they had to be able to get off the field. Great job creating the incompletion there on 3rd down, now setting up 4th.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Lofts one high and deep. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Going the other way, and he's got room. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense puts you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we've got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
And the Bruins with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. To the air, it's Iamaleava. Got his man. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. The Bruins racing to the line in a hurry up.
When this offense wants to, boy, they can go fast. After the completion and 1st down, right back to the line of scrimmage for more tempo.
He'll take a shot. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. The Victory Bell's not some manufactured, concocted trophy, guys. This thing actually used to be on a train.
That is so cool, and the origins of the story of all these rivalries and the trophies, Jesse, it's so cool, it's fun to find out about, and these guys...
A shot toward the end zone. He caught it. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
What a start for this offense throwing the ball. I love how they've come out in this game, and they've been aggressive. They've already scored a touchdown, and here they are taking another shot and getting a big play. If you're on defense, you have got to find a way to slow this quarterback down.
And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line. They've got it down to the 3, now it's 2nd and goal. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And it just turns out to be a missed opportunity. You get the ball in the red zone, and you turn it over.
Momentum, it plays a big role for teams and especially for offenses. And when you have chances like that, when you're down in this area of the field, you've got to be able to come away with points. Even if it's not going to be a touchdown, you are not...
Oh, he's got some space. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down. Best uniforms in the sport, and a play is made befitting of those threads.
Well, this is not the format to have a debate back and forth. Not the best uniform in sports, but definitely always a lot of flash and sizzle with USC offense.
He lost one down the sideline. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Back to pass, it's Maiava. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Got it!
And that has got to be a coverage bust on defense. There is no way the receiver should have been allowed to be that open deep down the field. Somebody on defense blew their assignment.
Making side adjustments here. Wants to go up top. And it's incomplete. He was looking to the end zone and trying to get 6.
That's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
Off play action. Fires to the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. 3rd and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. With jet sweep pass. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
And I love the defense here, playing downhill, playing fast, understanding it's 3rd and goal. I don't have as much space behind me. I can be more aggressive on that touch pass. They come up, they set the edge, they make the big tackle.
He is denied, stopped just short of the goal line, pushed his way to the 1 and could go no further, and they'll turn it over on down. And the Bruins buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on 1st down. He's loose at the 15. Turning on the Jets. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
Defensively, you'll take the slow down. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making him run to guys, and get him on the ground, for goodness sakes. This guy is fast, I know, but defense...
He's got it on the right. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards. We're in the 1st half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his...
Oh, did he toast the coverage? Got it deep downfield. Rustled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive. The Bruins come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it from the red zone. Bought a little time, lets it go. Hauls it in. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots.
Touchdown, Bruins! And they take it in for 6 more points.
How about that? His 2nd receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense when the 3's coming soon.
And the extra point extends the lead to 16. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. To the air, it's Mayava. Rushes on him. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Get a pass rush like that, and the Bruin faithful will give you an 8-clap in a heartbeat.
They'll get jacked up. They'll get excited. I mean, you think about the defense, you got to get those guys up front. You want to dominate college football, you want to be in the mix, find those big defensive linemen that can make plays.
On target to the left. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires one high and deep. And he's got it inside the 35.
Well, this quarterback has found a really nice rhythm here on this drive. He just looks dialed in. He's doing a great job in the pre-snap, seeing the safety rotation, and that time saw the one-on-one matchup to take a shot, and he hit it. He's in a really, really nice groove right now.
Fires to the wideout. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Throws to the tight end. He's got it. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. They'll leave it with him. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still, just a very short gain. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking for a man, it's Mayava. Got it behind the line, it's Sanders. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. And here's the chance to cut into that lead before halftime. 1st and goal. He's looking to throw. Here's the pressure. And he was looking into the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
Pressure coming. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Southern Cal.
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
Here comes the 2-point try. He'll ride his man on the option. And now in the pitch, the ball's loose. Now the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball. Little surprised to see them line up for an onside kick here. Down 2 possessions, but a lot of time to play. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. Motion from the back. Looking to throw on 1st down. He lets it fly. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their heads. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
Now the play fake. Quarterback now breaking the field. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Here's a heat. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Scanning the field, it's Mayava. That's caught, it's Sanders. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Grabbed over the middle, it's Lemon. And they make the connection, and he's got it at the 10-yard line, set up with a red zone opportunity. And the Trojans will have it 1st and 10. Makes the grab. Into the end zone. Touchdown, USC.
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this 2nd half.
He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they trim more off of that lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. Fielded in the end zone, it's Jordan. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. This late in the half, here's the question: how aggressive will the play calling be? Looking downfield on first down. He's going for a big play downfield. Makes the grab on the left side. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Looking to throw, it's Iamaleava. He'll take another shot here. Touchdown, UCLA! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
This offense looks like they're in a rhythm. Whatever they've been dialing up here in the first half, they've had a lot of success with. You saw it on that last drive here at the end of the second quarter. Scoring a touchdown, they're going to be difficult to stop in the second half, and the defense needs to start making adjustments.
And that'll bring us to the end of the first half as we head to the studio for halftime. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. They are backed up, tough field position. The drive starts from their own 9-yard line. Pocket breaking down. They're going to get him for a safety, trying to make something out of nothing, and still got stuck for the 2.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field, they got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Lost one deep down the right side. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. He's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches. So I don't mind him taking another shot there.
They'll send the back in motion. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He'll try to do it himself. Keeps it and gets past the chains. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
And I really like the job by this offense because, listen, you've got the lead. Be smart with the football. You drop back, it's a scramble. The quarterback pulls it down, makes the play. Nice job. This is how...
It's a running room. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job. Great catch.
Quarterback extends the play. The throw. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose.
My old coach always used to say, don't turn a bad play into a catastrophe. He got flushed outside the pocket. Listen, it's okay. You can throw an incompletion. Don't create a turnover. Don't try to force it. At least the quarterback took care of the football.
Bring in the heat. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
These QBs that can scramble and buy time, you just got to have a lot of energy. I mean, you got to keep chasing, keep chasing. Sometimes you run upfield, you got to retrace your steps. QB won that battle, but now you got another chance, 1st and goal. Get your mind right. Let's hold them to a field goal.
And the Bruins trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Pushes ahead. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play. And the
touchdown, Bruins! They add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The Bruins stretch out that lead, and they look like a team ready to ring the victory bell.
I think momentum's a real thing. UCLA and USC play each other, but that Bruins touchdown here in the second half is giving them a lot of life, David.
Yeah, and it's getting them excited, the fans excited. They know what this rivalry means. They know what a win will mean, and they know they can ring that victory bell.
And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Coming out with it, it's Lemon. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Back to throw, it's Mayava. Unloads to the wideout. It's complete. He'll be stopped at the 27, but it's a 15-yard gain. They'll put it in play from the 27, 1st down. To the air on 1st down. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. With the catch, it's Lane. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47. The Trojans want to crank the tempo. If you like the stats, and I know you do, he's over 400 yards passing now.
Yeah, if they win this game.
Looking deep down the right side. It's complete. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. After that big play, they're trying to pay it off right on the goal line.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
Bought a little time, lets it go. Snares it outside, it's Jordan. The pass play they hoped would spread the defense out, create a one-on-one opportunity, but they were equal to the challenge.
Yeah, and that's a play the receiver would love to have back. It looked for a second like he might be able to break that tackle and score a touchdown. Just wasn't able to get it done.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
And this offense here halfway home. All you got to do is do the same exact thing, Palmer. Fall forward and be physical here.
And that's why they practice these goal line situations, right? It's to step up and be...
Sneak gets it done.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
Makes the grab for the 2-point conversion as they cut further into that lead.
And it's more common to throw for the 2-point conversion than it is to run anymore. So you practice these a lot. You can tell. Nice timing, nice rhythm, in sync, nice 2-point conversion.
Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Their lead is down to 10. It's moments like this you start to feel a little bit of heat to put points on the board. Extending the play. Going to try to get it himself.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Got it inside the 10. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Running back looking for the end zone to the left. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the third. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth-quarter finish. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Let's go. Talk about having 1 foot in the grave. This was almost over. They're up by 2 possessions in the 4th quarter, and they got the football. Thank goodness they're choosing to throw the football, not run the clock. Man, we needed that pick. Now it's the offense's turn to go out and make something happen.
Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions, got to continue to get these first downs, move quick, don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Offense changing the play. Looking downfield, it's Mayava. Shoots it to the left. Got his man downfield. There he goes. He was off to the races and maybe another step or two and he would have scored, but they get him at the 21-yard line. And the Trojans moving quickly to the line. Wants to throw again. He'll take a shot. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
And you're not going to see many of those. That's a gift for this defense. You don't see this guy miss very often, especially to put 6 on the board. That was a big missed opportunity for this quarterback and this offense.
Complete to the right. Touchdown, Trojans. And the comeback is on. Timing and better execution, that is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they draw a little closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Robinson. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. From the gun, the ground game. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. The Bruins come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Dropping back, it's Iamaleava. Throws to the wideout. Complete downfield. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
Well, this guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that, and here on a critical 3rd down late in the game with the lead, guess who shows up with another big one? That guy.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. The sure hands, it's Matthews. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
I really like this slot receiver because of his shiftiness, and you see that on his route running. Really, really nice job creating separation for his QB.
Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Floating away. On the run, deep down the right side. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
And he's not done, man. This QB is on a heater. He's already thrown 5 touchdown passes. And here we are late in the game, and he's still taking shots. When you're in a rhythm like that, you feel like any time the ball leaves your fingers, it's landing in your receiver's hands. And oftentimes for this guy today, it's been for touchdowns.
It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. Off-play action on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man.
As a play caller, you feel confident throwing this out to the perimeter against zone coverage when you have that kind of timing and chemistry. This quarterback and receiver, you saw it on that one.
Looking for a man. It's Mayava. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. The Trojans want to move quickly.
I got to be honest, I'm a little surprised the offense is trying to go so fast here after giving up a huge loss on that sack. You'd think they'd want to just take a second and regroup before running this next play.
Pulls it in. It's Lemon. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Hey, who says hitch passes can't get big yards? Receiver catches it, makes a guy miss, and goes and gets a 1st down.
They'll try to pick up the 1st through the air. Grab near the marker. It's Lemon. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. Tremendous awareness to get what he could and get out of bounds. And now the offense trying to score one late. Already in prime field goal position, but they would love to score a touchdown to take the lead. Under fire. Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
This defense right now is not only fighting an offense with a lot of confidence, but they're fighting against momentum, too. Remember, they had a big lead earlier in this game. Now it's been reduced to just 1 possession, so they've got to make some big plays here on pass defense. They've got to be able to cover.
And, man, this is a big 3rd down coming out. What is this offense going to lean on? They've tried the run. They've tried the pass. Hasn't been great. They've got to put something together here trailing the 4th quarter.
They believe in their running game on 3rd and goal here. They'll stop him short on 3rd down, in this defense trying to make sure they stay on top. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And he missed it. No good. Still down by 2. Chance to take the lead out the window. Guys, tough break there.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Quickly to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. 2nd down coming up. To the air, it's Iamaleava. A strike downfield. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one.
And they've trusted their QB to throw the football. And he's going to have to make plays. He's made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch in a big moment when your team needs it. If that's any indication,
Intercepted. Tip drills alive. Got room on the return. Smashes it with the stiff arm. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Let's go. Talk about leaving the door open. Yes, please. You think they might run the clock out, run the football consistently? No, sir. They put it in the air. We forced the interception. Great job by the defense. When they needed it the most, they came through.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Lost the pass. A clock an enemy. for the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans! They move on top here in the fourth.
How about that play? Late in the ball game, you need a play. You throw it up to your guy, and he makes the play. That is execution at its best in the clutch moments. Nice throw, nice catch.
Looking to throw. It's a fake, and the kicker's going to throw it. He'll run into the end zone for the two-point conversion, and the trickery pays off. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Robinson. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Back to throw. It's Iamaleava. Fires to the wideout. And it's his fourth interception of the night. Looking for more room. Touchdown, Southern Cal! And what a turn of events as this defense gets to pick six.
it.